Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to write your paragraphs for the solution statement that will go on your display boards. So step 1 is to read the prompt at the very top. The prompt is, explain the advantages and disadvantages of current or past public policy. So not your problem, but policy or laws related to the problem you're researching. Okay? Include evidence from the sources provided and write in the ACIT format. Great. Okay, so you have already done an assignment called the solutions analysis, where you read about laws or policies or even prevention programs that relate to the problem you're researching. And for each of those, you completed a note chunk. In your note chunk, you were already asked the question, what are the advantages and disadvantages of this policy? So you've already pretty much answered the question that I'm asking you to write about. So for this example, I'm going to copy and paste from my solutions analysis assignment. I'm going to copy and paste from that column right into where I need to write my paragraph. And then boom, I already have my assertion, my first answer to the question. Now I'm ready to go on to the next part of ACIT, which is the context. I know that I'm writing about, or my problem that I'm researching is school dropouts. The policy that I read about was the school attendance law. And so for my context, I'm just going to tell my reader, why was this policy created? Who created it? When was it created? Similar to the 5 W's of a gist. Again, if you want to make your life easy, you can go back to the solutions analysis assignment and you can copy and paste some of the things that you already wrote. Wow, love how I did that. I already wrote one, so I'm just going to copy and paste it. And again, it's very similar to a gist. So I said it's created by the Colorado Department of Education. Why? Because they want all children to attend school regularly. Easy as pie, okay? Now I'm ready to grab evidence. For this example, I had to go back to the website where I read about the policy. So when I did that, I found this quote that talks about something related to my assertion. I'll paste that right here. And the evidence I'm going to use is every parent of a child who has attained the ages of 6 years on or before August 1st of each year is blah, 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 blah. The child should attend school. Okay, so that evidence relates to this assertion that I wrote up top, that parents and families need to make sure that their parents or that their children get to school. So this evidence clearly relates to that because it is where it states that it is the parents' responsibility to get their kids to school. So now I just need to write my 2 interpretation sentences. Yes, 2 as in more than 1. Many of you in the problem statement display board only tried to write 1, and that is not enough to fully explain your ideas. So here are my example interpretation sentences explaining how this evidence relates to this assertion. Okay, that's your goal. So I said this is a strength because it requires that the parents are the first ones responsible for getting their children to school. This is important because many students depend on their parents to get to school, and they may only attend school because their parents make them. Okay, so I have 2 full sentences that clearly show that the fact that we have a policy that makes parents take their kids to school is a good thing. That is important. We need to keep that. Okay, so I'm talking about how that is an advantage. That is a strength of the policy. Okay, and then the last sentence is just a conclusion. Most of you didn't have any problems with this, and I don't really need to spend much time talking about it, but you just want to end the paragraph and move on to your next one. So I just kind of restated my assertion one more time in a different way. Without a doubt, one advantage of this policy is that parents are the first people who can prevent their child from missing school and ultimately from dropping out of school. And that is all you need to do for this paragraph. Notice that I am writing about a policy. I am not writing necessarily about my problem. Okay, so it's a little bit different. I think there was some confusion about this, but you are writing about a policy or a law. You are not writing about the problem that you're researching. Okay,